This is your Barbados Today morning news update for Tuesday, August 20th, 2019. Thanks for joining us. I'm Carol Williams. Squatters at Rock Hall St. Philip are speaking out in the face of public criticism. They tell Barbados Today they've resorted to resquatting due to circumstances and it's not the life they'd have chosen if given a choice. For more on that story, we go to Karim Smith.
This is Rock Hall St. Philip, a community of squatters who over the last few days have become a major talking point for Barbadians. Barbados Today has been speaking with residents amid a firestorm of criticism and even jokes in the public domain to get a better understanding of the circumstances which led to them coming here in the first place.
Many, like Rena Applewaite, who has been living in the community since 2016, 2 years after the sudden death of her husband, told Barbados Today the land has shielded her family from homelessness.
Most people that are here, I know that they're coming because they're real poor and they ain't got nowhere to live.
And if not here, then where would it be?
If not, I'd be, where it be? I'd be like stopping by a friend and get fed up on me, my train put me out. Stopping by another friend, get fed up put me out because this is what is happening. After I had to move from the house that I couldn't pay the rent no more, I had to move from my husband's house because of family problem with his family. Then we was renting when he died. Then after he died, I couldn't pay the rent. I went by a friend, then the friend died, then I had to go by another friend, and then the friend was a male trying to, like probably issue, family, wife, or whatever. I go by another friend, and then this other friend, the last friend I went by is Nicey, but she was real nice. She never run me, she never put me, but then this they get in bill. So when it finished, I come, but I wouldn't want to stay by her all the time to burden she because she got her children as well.
Yes, if it's something negative or positive, people gonna talk. You understand? Until you in the situation that we in. You know, we live in it every day. As they say, I come here the way God do. I guess everybody come and do what God do too. We willing to do whatever it is that we gotta do if it is that they want to move. That's how we see it.
For others, like Winston Grace, who has been squatting for 13 years, the community represents a breakthrough after months of uncertainty for himself and his 2 sons. Graves has since erected a 2-story structure which he calls home and is not interested in promises of alternative housing solutions by Prime Minister Mia Mottley.
My life was hard. I lived from place to place with my boys. So here it was a relief for me and my boys. And now my boys is 22 and 23. So it was a breakthrough in life. Not only for me, everybody here is a breakthrough. Not people in Barbados are glad to build a house. I just do miss and care for, and people don't have nowhere to put a house. So here was a breakthrough, people. So I don't understand why every year is Rock Hall, and the got squatters all over Barbados.
You would have been living here for 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel you haven't purchased the land that you're living on? You don't pay rent for it.
Mm-hmm.
But do you feel entitled to be here where you are?
Well, I believe I'm entitled because I want to pay for it. I ain't just want to live on it free. I want to pay for it and stay on it. I don't want to move and go nowhere. I'm happy here because that's what my boys raised up.
Other Rock Hall squatters are on the fence about being moved out of the area, which is said to be resting on the site of a former landfill. Many are open to the idea but simply want government to inform them when they will be moved out so they can plan their lives accordingly. Kareem Smith for Barbados Today.
Industrial unrest is brewing at the St. Philip District Hospital. Frustrated nurses are threatening to take action over working conditions, including environmental problems at the aging plant. They complain that the roof is leaking, the building is crumbling in some places, it's infested with termites, and they're severely understaffed. Some employees have reportedly come down with respiratory illnesses blamed on mold in the building. The workers acknowledge that the problems aren't new. At the same time, they're calling on government to step in as a matter of urgency. The bargaining agent, the National Union of Public Workers, has been notified of the situation. Minister of Health, Lieutenant Colonel Jeffrey Bostick, could not be reached for comment. A structure believed to be from the early 19th century has been discovered in Fort George Heights, St. Michael. The archaeological find was made on the weekend by Barbados Water Authority employees carrying out excavation work to install a new tank. Historian Sir Henry Fraser, who has visited the area numerous times and lives just a mile away, was taken off guard by the discovery of the underground water storage facility.
I think it has enormous historical interest and archaeological value, and I would propose that there should be an immediate site committee established to come and look at it and plan how it should be further excavated, because it should not be excavated willy-nilly as has been done so far. Clearly there's a lot of damage to the structure, but there's a lot more to be seen, there's a lot more to be discovered. And clearly the Barbados National Trust, the Barbados Museum, and the people at the Garrison Consortium and appropriate archaeological and engineering team needs to be established as a matter of urgency.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
In Trinidad, representatives of the government and a state-owned company have categorically denied corruption claims made by opposition leader Kamla Persad-Bissessar. The Prime Minister has also brushed aside the allegations.
What was the procurement process used to hire General Secretary Foster? Was it selective tendering again? How much are these contracts worth? Why is it that PICAL is being given all this work by the HDC? What about the other smaller contractors with their equipment rotting away, workers being fired?
To Britain now, where Prince Andrew has strenuously denied participating in the alleged sex crimes leveled against the late U.S. financier Jeffrey Epstein. The denial came via a recently issued statement, as we hear from Reuters TV.
Britain's Prince Andrew has strenuously denied participating in the alleged sex crimes levelled against US financier Jeffrey Epstein. Buckingham Palace released a statement on Sunday rejecting any suggestion that Queen Elizabeth's son was involved. Epstein took his own life in a Manhattan jail cell earlier this month while being held on sex trafficking charges. The palace statement said the Duke of York has been appalled by the recent reports of Jeffrey Epstein's alleged crimes. His Royal Highness deplores the exploitation of any human being, and the suggestion that he would condone, participate in or encourage any such behaviour is abhorrent. Over the weekend, the British media published a picture which they said showed Andrew waving goodbye to a woman from inside a Manhattan mansion owned by Epstein. The Daily Mail said the picture had been taken in 2010. That was 2 years after Epstein pleaded guilty to a Florida state felony prosecution charge and registered as a sex offender. US court papers have previously shown that Epstein has socialised with the prince and other figures such as US President Donald Trump.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. And sign up for breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.